Hi, it's Joey and today I'm going to be watching Naomi Season 1 Episode 11, Worst Prom Ever, which means it is prom time and it's going to suck. I love this show so much. I am really nervous because the other kind of superhero Arrowverse type show on the bubble with the CW didn't make it, but Naomi they haven't announced that one yet, so fingers crossed. I'm trying not to think too much about the fact that like Batwoman is gone for me because that will make me too sad. I don't watch Legends anymore, but I do feel very sorry for everyone that loves Legends. So just fingers crossed Naomi can make it through the bubble. Come on now. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go.
They called it the tear.
Oof. They're telling her.
Catastrophic environmental event. Did your birth parents?
They know about them?
You knew my birth parents?
A lot of bad things happened back then. We wanted to spare you.
No disrespect, but bad things isn't good enough. I deserve the truth.
She does now. She knows so much. Her brain will only spiral and think of even worse and worse and worse situations.
We promised them if anything happened to them, we'd hide you. We'd keep you safe.
Whoa. So they are the ones that brought her here.
What happened to them?
What were their names?
Did Brutus get to them?
If you don't know, could that mean they're alive out there?
If you want to run, we'll run. Hard and fast. If you want to fight,
This...
we'll fight.
Okay, this I like. I like this. It's her choice. Even though she's a baby and she's your baby and you want to protect her, this is the right way. It's her choice, her life, her decision. She needs to know everything you can tell her, all the information you can give her. I support this going forwards. But first we have to have a terrible prom. And I have a feeling it's not going to be terrible in the usual sense.
I just want to have a normal prom like a normal teenager.
Never works, I'm afraid, my dear, but I support it too. They met for the first time here? That's cute.
Something might be too slimy.
She likes them for some reason.
Yeah, because comics are the best.
Sure, if you're a kid. Are you mad? Like for real? I was messing with you.
I gotta go. But I hope your little sister enjoys the comic.
I also genuinely get upset. Like, the comments that get to me when someone leaves a negative comment. If someone tells me my reaction's stupid, I'm stupid, I need a better camera, all this other stuff, which, like, doesn't bother me. If someone insults my favourite character, it upsets me a wee bit more.
Here they come.
I feel sad for, Annabelle that her parents don't want to be part of this. She looks lovely. I don't love the dress, but
I promised to
she looks good in it.
Stabbing incident, like
as in, she's making a bad dress look good.
But it makes me smile.
Okay, that's the appropriate response to seeing your girlfriend. That is a very pretty dress. Okay, well they're having a little bit of nice prom. This is all very nice. When does worst prom ever? Oh, here we go. Here comes worst prom ever.
You okay?
No, call D. Call the Zombardo. Call your parents. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I'll be right back.
I do feel a little bit sorry for him. I think, like, he still knows he's on the outside. He knows that there is a secret he is not privy to. And I get why they haven't told him. I get why he's not someone they've trusted. But I also feel like it's about time that maybe they could trust him with Naomi's secret. But again, it's a huge thing to say. What if he doesn't believe her? What if he freaks out? You know, it doesn't matter how much you trust someone, you're still wanting to protect them from the secret. But I think it's enough. He's been through enough with them. He's her boyfriend. She should probably tell him.
Indicate it belonged to a Dr. Bell.
Oh, how did they successfully clear it of Naomi?
That's a
There's some kind of device.
Oh god.
They need to get out of there. Now!
Is he going to be suspicious that he knew to tell them that? Can he just say, I suppose he could just say it was a bad feeling. Like, oh lord, yep. Still a force field. Is the school trapped in a bubble?
I don't know. But we need to contact some adults.
preferably one with wings, or one who's perpetually salty.
Exactly, but their phones aren't working.
Brutus only wants me. Why would he go through the trouble of trapping the entire junior class? And
To
what
get
if
to
one of them
you.
didn't carry situation? Get the amp and meet you guys in the office.
You need to bring Nathan in.
I wouldn't take a job to assassinate you either.
Oh, I see it.
Good.
Stick on the kissing till after we defeat the aliens.
Definitely.
I do like this duo. Very stressed for these children. I'm stressed about Nathan because he's going to be wondering what's going on. Noticing that the people he came with are nowhere to be seen.
I'm not sure that's what you want.
It is, Nathan, I promise.
You've got to tell him. Jacob knows, Annabelle knows.
Fate means you're supposed to be in a certain place with a certain person at a certain
He
time.
is good with the lines. Tell him.
Maybe he's not there.
Give him a second. Keep talking. D! Okay, thank you.
Some kind of force field.
It's not exactly a force field.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm coming now. Stay there.
D?
D's coming. He said he was coming. Someone else is also on the line.
Anymore.
Fuck, but D is coming.
Meet me in the East Wing. Alone. Where everyone at this prom wished they'd never been born.
He has a lot of people hostage right now.
Julian trapped.
Maybe the adults are on their way?
But if we can't get out, how can they get
D
out?
did say he was coming, but he's stuck on the other side.
It's nothing.
Why won't you just tell me? You know what? I'm leaving. So you can ignore me, ditch me, lie to my face again?
I know why he's like,
Good.
his feelings are valid, and it makes sense that he feels this way.
I know tonight's been weird, but I have a good reason. Can you please just trust me?
Why should I trust you?
He's given so
You
much
already
blind
don't trust me.
trust.
This isn't working.
What are you saying?
Naomi,
Exactly what I said.
tell him the truth,
This
or let him break up with you. Awful as it is.
There's a force field surrounding the entire school, and we're all trapped in here.
Right.
He'll find out if he tries to leave. She's not lying this time.
The force field is here to keep me inside.
She trusts him.
There's some.
Why would someone want to hurt you?
Tell him. You've told him this much.
I'm from another planet. I'm not human.
I mean, you are and you
I'm
aren't.
something else.
Wait, what?
I
I
get
don't understand.
it is a lot for him to deal with.
I don't either.
Mildly concerned that
I've been trying to.
he's
accept it,
secretly an alien. I don't think he is.
I can't. And I'm so scared. And I do.
Oh. Even if he doesn't fully understand, he still cares about her so much.
I don't understand any of this,
No.
but I'm here.
That is the right response. Because that response was honest. He wasn't like, no, I get it. He was like, you said a lot of words. Most of them make no sense to me. Because how would a person that has no prior knowledge of aliens accept it? Especially in such a fraught situation and everything that's going on. But the fact that he is just, I'm here for you. Like, I will understand it right now. I do not get it. But the fact that he's supporting her, 1,000 points to Nathan.
If you had left her alone, this wouldn't be happening.
With all due respect, I'm the one who told Naomi the truth.
Naomi's powers were starting to manifest.
Respect for T, but like, well, we share the blame here. They're like just D and Zombardo. I need them to get a spin-off. I mean, they do not. They need to stay on this show, and this show needs 100 seasons. But just could you imagine just them on a road trip? I am sidetracking myself. But they only told Naomi because her powers were developing and because she was figuring things out for herself.
How do we protect Naomi?
Until we get there, Naomi's gonna have to protect herself.
Sarah, sometimes you just have to trust the babies.
We need to buy time before the adults come.
I've said it before, but this school needs.
My favourite thing, and one of my favourite things about this show, is the fact that these children genuinely use. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear torrential rain that just started, but they. In so many shows, it's like, oh, we're the kids, we can deal with this. But I love that they're also like, we're the kids, let's hope the adults can come. You know, they are capable. They have done, like, the fact they've managed to get a message out by themselves. They're staying together. They're going to figure this out for themselves. They are capable. I'm not saying that, but I really appreciate that these, like, 15, 16, 17-year-olds are like, let's hope the adults can help. That is such a sort of, so many teeny type shows. The teens are like, I'm an adult too. I love that they're like, yeah, we're going to do our best. We're capable, but please let the adults help.
Is a good panic.
I'll stay and get the stragglers inside. I'll be right there.
Oh, not on your own. Because they said something like Julian goes under the radar.
No, she's not. The hallway's empty.
East Wing.
She's going to the East Wing.
I knew we should have put her on snow cone duty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think you can save everyone? Your classmates, your friends?
Sweetheart, you are so brave. You're wonderful. Did it work?
Is there no explosion?
Please don't do this.
It's already done.
Just stab him with it. I mean, don't, my sweet, because you'll regret that.
This energy field is going to incinerate all of you in about 3 minutes. Same for everyone else. They're stuck in one too.
Fuck.
This is the worst prom ever.
Mm-hmm.
What's the catch?
Touching one triggers the other.
She has to do it on the other one.
He's making me choose.
Naomi, he's
Me
lying.
choose between you and everyone else at prom. I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
Naomi.
There's 3 of us and 50 of them. It's an easy call.
Please say he's just messing with her. Like, it's not really gonna kill it. I mean, they're not gonna kill off these 3.
Hold on.
You have to be Superman to do that. I'm not Superman.
Maybe.
No, you're not.
You're
You're
Naomi.
Naomi freaking McDuffie. You just have to believe it.
Is this one of her powers? It must be. Because there's no way we're killing off those 3. But this is just... She's just a tiny child. Like, she's 16. She shouldn't be doing any of this. And for those 3, literally sat there knowing that, like, we could be about to die horribly. Go! Go! She can do supersonic running! Naomi is everything. She did it! I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. She should never have been in that situation.
Ready, Pumpkin?
She wants to go back in and enjoy prom,
I
right?
think I might meet you at home, actually.
But I'd be like, we're just gonna stay in the car park. Or like,
Thank you for coming down.
And thanks. You know,
I love this.
saving all
I
the
want them to get to enjoy the end of prom, but I'm also just like, are we sure Julian's not going to be like, round 2? This time there are sharks. Land sharks. They deserve to be happy and to have every
So the break was
moment they
first,
can have.
And
A million decisions. Just so we could be right here.
It is mind-blowing, but coincidence.
no, I had no idea. Happens a lot, actually. I just discover all these new powers.
She's just awesome. She's Naomi.
I can't believe my girlfriend has powers.
Tonight was the most scared I've ever been.
I know.
I almost lost you.
But you didn't. I'm right here.
This time,
He's taken this very well.
this is real.
These babies almost died.
There's real danger involved. I can't live with me putting you in harm. I just can't.
If they choose to stay with you, don't
I
take that
know what
choice
it's
from
like
them.
Not to be able to protect someone you can.
Imagine being the one putting people in harm's way.
You're not, my darling. It's Brutus that's putting people in harm's way. People choosing to be at your side because they love
Tonight is
you.
just the beginning.
It is.
You know,
But it doesn't mean I'll let go.
Exactly. We're in this together. People choose to be by your side, knowing the
We
danger.
can't be together.
Yes, you can.
But I'll always be on your side.
Oh, these
I'll
babies.
always be with you. You've always had a greater
Thing
destiny.
is, at
than
this point, Brutus, Julian, they know the names of the people she's closest to. It doesn't matter if they're together or not.
You're a hero.
You saved
you're,
a, you saved a lot of lives tonight.
you're the first person to ever call me that.
I'd recommend getting used to it.
Mm-hmm. This is a really mature conversation for these children, and I totally respect and understand Naomi needing to just... She is dealing with so much in her life and wanting to just take a few steps back, just be on her own, not attached to anybody, so that she doesn't have to worry about them or whatever. But Brutus is fully aware that she was with Nathan's her friend, that Annabelle's her friend, that Jacob's her friend. With the teeniest bit of digging, he finds out about Lourdes and Anthony too, and then, oh, she's friendly with this person and this, you know, it doesn't not being with someone doesn't necessarily keep them safe, because if the bad guys know you care about them. But I also can understand that right now Naomi is realising for the first time what her death, just the full scale of what this means, that through no choice of her own, she has to fight Brutus. He is coming for her. Whether she wants to choose for, like, obviously I do think, in the grand scheme of things, Naomi would be like, Brutus is oppressing people, I want to stop him. But at the end of the day, Brutus isn't even giving her that choice. He is just coming for her. So she has to fight him. She has to be ready. And it is a huge thing for anybody to realise that your life isn't going to go down the path you thought it was because of whatever reason. But knowing something like this, feeling that every step of the way she's putting people in danger, but having that thought, sort of, it takes away the ability of the people that love you to choose. And if they choose to be with you regardless, they choose to fight alongside you knowing the risks, then you should respect their choice. But I can also understand Naomi is 16 and going through so much. The stakes were very, very real in this episode. I think the realest they've been in this show. She was within seconds of losing the people she cares about most. She had to make a choice. And, you know, it's like the trolley problem. The right answer is stopping the trolley. But at the end of the day, one person, 5 people, you have to choose the 5 people. If you have to choose, that is the right answer, just because it's less life being lost. But no one should be put in that position, let alone a child with the people she cares about most. It also shows you yet again just how ruthless Brutus is, because so far he's kind of sent some kind of useless assassins after her that, like, they talk a good game, they look very scary, and then they kind of just didn't do anything. This was the first time that you really felt the sense of danger from Brutus, and obviously the fact that Brutus is learning, I mean, we always knew he was dangerous, but you really felt it in this episode, that they have this force field thing that can deflect her energy powers. You know, they are going to be ready for her. But at the end of the day, she has a formidable team with Dee and Zombardo, and Akira, if she chooses to be part of it, in the sense of people that actually have fighting abilities and or powers and wings and things. She has her parents, she has her friends. She's not alone. But for so much of it, she will be, and that is the hero's burden. And Naomi is currently very much in that state of fully realising what it means to be a hero, that it does mean it's not always easy and you have to make difficult decisions. I am so proud of her for finding her speed when she needed it. I need this show to have multiple seasons so we can see just how epic Naomi truly is. All of her beautiful brilliance can come out. I'm so glad she finally told Nathan. I think, given how much she does care about him, how their relationship is progressing, it was about time really that he got to know. He's not just a boy she's just met, he's someone she has this long-standing relationship and trust with. But I do also think that what she said to him, I think the show has done just such a good job, in my opinion, of depicting these kids. Now, I say this as someone who, I'm very much a millennial. I'm like a young millennial. There are a few Gen Z things that I'm like, I relate more to that to millennials, but, you know, I was born in 93, basically I am a millennial, I'm not a Gen Z. So I do not know what it is to be a child these days, in my old age. And I wasn't very typical as a teenager. I was not a stereotypical teenager in the slightest. My friends and I just watched TV shows together. I went to like I went to one party once. I was not a cool kid. So I didn't even live the kind of life Naomi's living. But I think I'm really enjoying the show because the kids seem like kids. I think Stargirl also did a fairly good job of this, with the way they deal with their problems. But I also like that while they seem like kids, they still have mature conversations and they still deal with things in a mature way. For their age, of course, because just because you are a teenager doesn't mean everything is hissy fits and slamming doors. I loved that she was able to tell Nathan that she was scared he wouldn't understand her or accept her, and I love that he was able to say, well, look, I don't understand, like his brain was still spiraling with everything she just told him, but what he did know was that he loved her and he cared about her and he trusted her and wanted to be there for her. I thought that was a really beautiful scene. And then their final scene together was also really sweet. I mean, their final scene, obviously, it's not like she's going away on a mission or anything, but the fact that they were able to really talk about things on a level that I think it's showing healthy ways to deal with situations to kids. The kids who will watch this show will hopefully be able to be like, oh, maybe I can be honest with my partner about this, maybe I can talk about this, and in a healthy way. I think she and Nathan will be together again before the end. Not before the end of the show, because there are 2 episodes left in season 1, but I do think Naomi will reach a point where she is more used to the situation she's in. It sounds horrible. But either Brutus is defeated and it's just her living her life, figuring out what's next, or whatever. And I think that if they are truly meant to be, they will find their way to each other. I feel a little bit sorry for Anthony, like he's just not existed for a while now. Same with Lourdes, obviously to an extent they have. But those are the last two members of the team to know anything, but I can also see how, like, Anthony in particular, I don't actually know how close he is to Naomi. But going forward, she has a team of people around her. You know, is she going to no longer be Annabelle's best friend? Is she going to not talk to her, not sit next to her in class, not go to her house for a sleepover at all? I mean, I don't know how they, you know, is that just going to stop? Because it doesn't matter. Brutus has a list of the people you're closest to. Their names are on it. But I can also see why Naomi needs time to deal with everything she's going through, to learn to trust herself, to learn that she is worthy of the trust and friendship of these people, of the people she cares about, even if they are putting themselves in danger as a result. So this was a really good episode, a very tense episode. It was a pretty terrible prom, but it also had its nice moments. So yeah, this was a really good episode. 2 episodes left. If I'm not mistaken, they both air next week. Please, please CW renew Naomi. This show has so much potential. The characters are really special, the relationships, the writing, I'm really, really enjoying it. I assume anyone that's watched my reactions is too. There aren't many of us, but we who watch the show, we love it. I mean, I don't genuinely do not know if this show is really popular or not. I haven't seen anyone else react to it, but I'm also, as you know, I've been very behind in filming my reactions, so I'm also very behind in watching reactions. I'm just behind it in my whole life right now. But I think this show has the capability to grow into something really, really special, and I just hope it gets the chance to. A reminder that, as always, you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.